And move your hips back towards your heels. Walk your hands forward, as far forward as you can get them, and come into Balasana. Let your head release towards the ground. It's okay if your head doesn't touch the ground or your hips don't touch your heels. We're not going to be here too long. Just walk your fingertips forward as far as they'll go and move your hips down towards your feet as far as they'll go. Keeping the hands where they're at, look at the hands and make sure that your hands are shoulder distance apart. Come onto the hands. Tuck your toes under and lift the hips towards the ceiling to come into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift the hips up, move your head down. The head should be off the ground. And have your feet about hip distance apart. Spread the fingers here, spread them wide apart, and feel the mounds of your fingers. Feel the bones, push them into the ground. Feel the heels of your hands and push them into the ground. So press the bones of the hands down and use that grounding to lift upward, to lengthen your spine. Reach all the way up into your sitting bones. Lift the sitting bones high up towards the ceiling. Take another breath here. Let the head just hang here. And then bring the knees to the ground. And step your right foot forward into what's called Vanarasana, which means monkey. It's the lunge, the lower lunge. So the most important thing to be mindful of in Vanarasana is that your right knee is lined up with your ankle. There are many different ways this posture is done. One of them is having the knee go past the ankle. And for today, let's have the knee right above the ankle. So check that positioning, that alignment is important for the safety of the knee, for the health of your knee. Come onto the tips of your fingers and begin to open up. And opening up the front of the body, move your hips down towards your front foot and lift the low belly, lift your sternum, lift your chin upward. Take another breath here. Let your shoulder blades go down your back. When you come to your exhalation, bring your hands down and step back with your right knee. Tuck the toes under and lift the hips towards the ceiling. Once again, coming into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Spread the fingers wide. Push down into the mounds of the fingers. Push down into the heels of the hands. Lift upward. Get long in the spine. Now bring your attention to your shoulder blades and move your shoulder blades away from each other. Spread them apart. Do that once more. Move them away from each other. Wrap them around the rib cage. And then bring the knees to the ground. And step your left foot between the hands into Vanarasana. So we'll do the lunge on the other side. Again, check the alignment of the front knee, that the knee is above the ankle. It's not going past your ankle. Come on to the tips of your fingers and start to sink the hips down towards your front foot. Lift the pit of the belly, lift the sternum, and lift your chin. Consciously breathe. Feel the different sensations throughout the body. Lots going on here, whether it's in the hamstrings or in your glutes or your hip flexors or around the arms and chest and throat. Experience it, all the different sensations. On your exhalation, step back with your left knee. Tuck the toes under and come into Adho Mukha Svanasana once again. And let the head hang. Spread the fingers, connect to the grounding in the hands through the mounds of your fingers and the heels of your hands. As you're pushing down, use that support to lift, to lengthen as much as you can. Move your shoulder blades away from each other. If you're not sure how to do that, that's okay. Get that concept, that image of the shoulder blades spreading apart and see that happening, even if you don't feel it happening. Bring the knees to the ground. Step your right foot between the hands. Same posture, Vanarasana. Make sure the knee is above the ankle and not past it. And now, bring your awareness to your left outer hip and move that outer left hip forward towards your right inner knee. So any amount, turn the outer left side of your pelvis towards your right inner knee. And then sink the hips down. Push that front knee forward. Lift the low belly, lift the sternum, lift the chin. Take a deep breath in. Exhaling, let your hands come flat to the ground, shoulder distance apart. Tuck your toes under, come into Adho Mukha Svanasana. And 3 breaths here. Practice what we're doing, the actions of grounding and lifting to create that length in your spine. The practice of separating the shoulder blades. Since we're bearing weight in the shoulders, we want to protect that joint. So spread the shoulder blades apart and lengthen upward. Bring the knees to the ground. Step your left foot between the hands. Get your left knee above the ankle. And on your fingertips with your hands, turn the right side of the pelvis. Move that outer right hip towards the front, towards your inner left foot, the inner left knee. Once you have that hip turning, press both sides of the pelvis down towards your front foot and lift the low belly. Lift the sternum, lift the chin. Feel the effect of the actions that you're doing, how that changes the sensations in the hips. As you exhale, step back, take the knee back, tuck the toes under, and go into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana has many benefits. This is an inversion, so you've got blood flowing with gravity, but against the direction that blood normally flows, which is down towards the legs. Because of gravity. Now we're reversing that flow, so the blood is flowing towards the head. So let your neck relax, let your head relax, let it hang. Spread the shoulder blades apart. And then bring the knees to the ground, and let's do this one more time. Come into Vanarasana, step the right foot forward. We're gonna add another variation here. So now you'll bring your hands to your top thigh. If you're not feeling stable doing this, don't do it. Just keep the hands on the ground. So place your hands on your top thigh, and the same actions apply. Move the outer left side of your pelvis forward towards your right foot. Press both sides of the pelvis down towards your right foot. And now press your hands into the top of your thigh and lift the bottom of your belly upward. So when you're doing these actions, it increases the opening in the hip flexors. Considering how much we sit and how tense this area of our pelvis is, this is a wonderful thing to do on a regular basis. Lengthen up those hip flexors. Slowly bring your hands to the floor. Step back with the knee. Plant the hands down and go into Adho Mukha Svanasana. We're doing a lot of Adho Mukha Svanasanas today because it's wonderful for spinal health. This helps to soften the muscles along the spinal column. Spread the shoulder blades, lift your sitting bones up, let the head hang. Take a deep breath here. Bring the knees to the ground. And let's finish on your left leg. So step that left foot forward. Check the alignment of the knee. Once you've got that position, your choice. If you'd like, come on up a little higher onto your top thigh. But the actions are the same. Turn the outer right side of the pelvis in the direction of your left foot, inner foot. So turn it forward, sink the hips down, and push into your top thigh to lift. Push down with your hands and lift the bottom of your belly up towards your chest. Let your shoulders relax, relax the face, a nice long inhalation. And then bring your hands to the ground. Come into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Spread the fingers wide. Feel the grounding through the hands. Lift upward. Feel the length in your spine. Move your shoulder blades away from each other and drop the head. One more deep breath here. Bring the knees to the ground. Come sitting up and stretch your legs in front of you.